Hello you guys, so today we will be going over more D over H times Q dosage calculation problems. These are good problems to practice if you're in nursing school, if you're just starting out doing nursing dosage calculation problems. D over H times Q is always around. You'll always need it, so it's good to practice it, learn it, and put it to good use. The previous lecture, I really broke down what the D over H times Q means. So if you haven't heard of D over H times Q or you need a review, our previous lecture would be a good place to start. This lecture today is really going to focus on working out the formula D over H times Q. We're going to look at a few problems and work those out together. So grab your pen or pencil, paper, and do the problems along with me. You may want to pause and work out the problems and then come back, play back, and see how far you got, if you got the problem right. And I believe in you. I think that with practice, you can master D over H times Q. So let's look at this first problem. It says a healthcare provider orders 90 milligrams of guaifenesin. The label reads 120 milligrams in 5 milliliters. How much guaifenesin should the nurse give to the patient? Or how much should the nurse give the patient? So, we know that we have D over H times Q is our formula that we are working with. D over H times Q. So, like I said, if you need a review to break down what D over H times Q means, go to the previous video. So, let's just pull out our information that we have from the problem, plug that into our formula. Our D, if you remember, is the desired amount, the order. How much does the healthcare provider want us to give? 90 milligrams of guaifenesin. Our H, what do we have on hand? We have 120 milligrams. And the quantity is 5 milliliters. For every 5 milliliters, there's 120 milligrams. So let's check our units. Let's plug it in and check our units. We have 90 milligrams over 120 milligrams. This is our D over H times our quantity, 5 milliliters. So if we check our units here, milligrams and milligrams match, so we don't have to convert anything over. Everything is in the right unit, milligram to milligram. So we can simply divide our 90 divided by 120. And when we do divide 90 by 120, we get 0.75. So we still have our 5 times 5 milliliters. So 0.75 times 5 equals 3.75 milliliters. So 3.75 milliliters is how much we would give the patient. Now, if you did not understand any of that or didn't understand parts of that, put that in the comment and I will see it and explain. Let's move on to our next practice problem. Let's see. The nurse practitioner orders atenolol 100 milligrams PO daily. The pharmacy label reads atenolol 0.05 gram capsules. How many capsules should be given to the patient? So, let's just follow our same method here. We are going to pull out our numbers. Desired order is atenolol 100 milligram. So 100 milligram. What do we have? Pharmacy label reads atenolol 0.05 gram. What is our quantity? Well, it tells us atenolol 0.05 gram capsules. So one capsule is 0.05 gram. So let's look at our measurements here. Our units, we have milligrams and we have grams. It's not equal. We need to get that equal. So that means we're going to have to convert. And remember, we want to convert to what we have. So if we have 0.05 grams, this is what we have, 0.05 grams. We need to convert this milligram to the gram, right? So, how do we do that? Well, remember, we have microgram, we have milligrams, we have grams. So the order was in milligrams, but we want it to be in grams. So we have milligrams and we want to be in grams. So when we want to convert from milligrams to grams, we always want to divide by 1,000. Now, if we were going to a smaller, like milligrams to mics, we would multiply. But since we're going to a larger measurement, a larger unit here, we're going from milligrams to grams, we want to divide by 1,000. So we are just simply we're going to convert this here. We're going to say 100 divided by 1,000. And when we do that, we get 0.1. Remember, we were looking for gram. So this is how we get our equivalent. 100 milligrams is equivalent to 0.1 gram. Okay, so now let's plug in our D over H times Q again. So instead of saying 100 milligrams, we want to put our equivalent in there because that's equivalent to what we have on hand. So we're going to put our 0.1 gram. And what we have is 0.05 gram. That's what we have on hand, remember. Times 1 cap or 1 capsule. So if we do, now you can see that our grams, let's just emphasize that, our gram to gram, we are equal. So now we can divide 0.1 divided by 0.5, and when we do that, we get 2. And then we can say 2 times 1, of course, is 2 caps. So, how many capsules should be given to the patient? 2 capsules. 2 capsules. If we give 2 capsules of that 0.05 gram, we will be given the equivalent of 100 milligrams of atenolol, which is what was ordered. So, any questions on that? Concerns or comments? Put them in the comments. Alright, let's try one more. A healthcare provider orders penicillin V potassium 400,000 units POQID. You have penicillin V potassium 200,000 units per 5 milliliter on hand. How many milliliters will the nurse administer? You are the nurse, and this is what you have. Based on your D over H times Q knowledge, let's figure out how much to give. So let's pull out our information, pull out our values. D, what do we have on hand? I mean, not on hand. What do we have ordered? Our dose ordered is 400,000 units. Okay. What do we have? We have 200,000 units. And our quantity is per 5 milliliters. Alright. So if we put that in our D over H times Q, we're going to just move right along, put it into formula mode. We're looking at, we can see our units match here. We have units and units. So we're in good shape when we do that. Over 200,000 units times 5 milliliters. Now, when you divide 400,000 by 200,000, you get 2. Our units are good. We're going to use that. Times our quantity is 5 milliliters. And of course, 2 times 5 equals 10. Bring down our milliliters. So how many milliliters will we administer? 10 milliliters. Now, we worked out these problems, and as you can see, once you understand and have your formula, you plug in your numbers, you understand that you have to match your units. If you don't have a match of units, you need to convert into what you have so that you can match your units. Then you just simply plug in your numbers, you work out your formula, use the numbers that you have and work out your formula, and you simply get to your answer. And like I said, the more you do this, the easier it will get for you, the more comfortable you will get doing those, okay? So there you have it, D over H times Q, practice problems. Have a good day, scholars. Goodbye.